About a month ago, I left my old life behind in Toronto, sold all of my stuff, and moved to Costa Rica completely alone. I arrived to a town I'd never been to before, where I knew no one, and the only thing greeting me when I got there was an entrance into the unknown. Now, the unknown can be scary, but it turns out it's actually just a doorway into a new reality filled with some of life's most beautiful experiences. This is the story of my journey of stepping into the unknown, and how I learned it's actually not as scary as we might think. After leaving Canada far behind, I traveled for over 48 hours to arrive to my new home. It was quite the adventure, but that night, as I arrived, the sun was setting, and so I immediately made my way to the beach.
Okay, I'm just walking to the beach for the first time. This took me 8 minutes to walk to.
I was exhausted from all of the travel, but as I stepped out onto the beach that night, all I could feel was pure joy.
I don't really know what to say. I actually, for one of the first times in my life, I kind of feel like I'm living in a dream. Like, I can't really comprehend that I'm here. What? I don't understand.
As the sun disappeared and I made my way back to my new home, I felt hopeful. I wasn't sure exactly what was to come, but I knew that deep down, everything was going to be okay.
Good morning. It is the first morning and I feel really tired. Like when I woke up, I was like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to leave the apartment. I was really happy to be here last night. I had this beautiful moment in the ocean, but now this morning, as you can see, I'm kind of tired, very tired, and I know I don't have to go anywhere, so I'm like, well, I want to stay here, but I have to go do things, so we're gonna do that. It's gonna be good. I'm happy to be here. Just a lot of work.
And so I decided to start simple and head to the grocery store. It couldn't be that hard, right? I felt like this should have been a quick and easy task, but I immediately became overwhelmed by how unfamiliar my new reality was. Everything was different. The prices were different, the currency was different, the language was different, and I found it really hard. If something as simple as going to the grocery store felt this difficult, I was starting to wonder how I was going to do this. It became very difficult pretty quickly to be in such a different place and to be completely alone. I think the kind of rose-colored glasses came off where I realized there are so many things I need to adjust to.
What the freak? It's like 5 inches long. Ugh.
And then I was like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing?
I don't really know how to express how I'm feeling right now. I just feel really lonely, I think. When I arrived here, I felt like everything was going really well and life was pretty easy. And now I feel like everything's really hard. My curtain on my wall just fell off, the curtain rod, because it won't stay on the wall. I had that thought cross my mind just now. I was like, maybe I'm ready to just give up on this and go home and say I tried and it wasn't for me. But I'm not gonna do that. That kind of paints a picture of how I'm feeling. Anyway, that's it for today.
Although life was feeling hard, I knew I couldn't give up. And so each day I woke up and kept trying to put myself out there. Until one day, it finally worked. I hadn't really explored the main town yet, and so I decided I wanted to walk over there because I didn't have a car or anything. And it turned out that this beach was about an hour and a half away. I did almost 30,000 steps that day. I walked for close to 6 hours straight. So I was walking back, I'm on this beautiful beach, I'm in Costa Rica. This has been a dream of mine for so long, and I'm just in my head the whole time going, am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right place? All the things that could go wrong. And I actually said out loud to myself, Harrison, go sit down right there. And I went and sat on the beach, and I took a minute. I started walking away, and I walked past this girl, and something inside me was like, you need to go talk to her. And I did. I turned around, and I walked 50 feet back, and I introduced myself. And I'm so glad that I did, that I listened to that, because she's a musician, and they were going to play some music on the beach. She was like, do you want to come join us? And so I went. And just like that, seemingly out of nowhere, everything began to change. I felt a sense of hope again. I found myself having new experiences, meeting different people, and starting to build my own routines. This place that had felt so scary and unfamiliar just a few weeks ago was beginning to feel like home.
And slowly I became more familiar with this unfamiliar place, especially the people. Like, I come to this beach every day. There's these ladies, these lovely ladies that cook street food there, and I would see them all the time, and one day I was like, I need to practice my Spanish. And so I'm gonna go up and say I'd like to introduce myself, blah, 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 blah. I just moved here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? And so very quickly, I came back the next day and they said hi to me, and all of a sudden my walk to the beach didn't feel so lonely because I would see faces that I recognized. And so this place started to become a little more familiar, which like makes me so happy to say. And that's how I started to become friends with people. I just made an effort every day I left the house. It's like, I need to talk to somebody. And slowly, every day, you know, over the weeks, it all kind of came together.
Hi, sorry I have no shirt on. It's really hot out today. Okay, so I needed a desk, and I asked the people where I'm staying, that I'm renting from. They're lovely, and I said, where could I get a desk? And then he gets back to me and goes, oh, we'll just get the guy who makes the furniture to make you one. I said, what? So check this out. He made me a desk. He just brought this. And this is the crazy part, is check this out. It folds up. This is just nuts. Anyway, I don't know. It's been hard arriving here, but I swear that this family is just like, there's some kind of guardian angels that have been sent to help me because they are so amazing. Like, I can't, what do you mean he just made me what? Anyway.
I began to realize that the less fear I had, the more serendipity seemed to enter my life. Once I decided to let go of all my worries and trust the universe again, everything began to fall into place.
Okay. Hi. I just said to myself out loud, for the first time in a really long time, maybe ever, I'm not worried about everything. I'm not worried, I don't think, anymore. I feel so held and so supported and so loved. I'm just like, there's no way that I'm not okay, that I'm not held, that it's not gonna work out.
It took about a month of persistence and many challenges, but after choosing not to give up, I had finally arrived on the other side of the chaos.
So right now, as I'm filming this, it has been exactly 7 weeks since I arrived here, and now I can honestly say I am so happy. Like, I hope you can see it and feel it, but this change was something I felt like I needed to do, like I really felt like I needed to do for some reason, and I'm so grateful to my past self that I decided to take the leap. And as I keep moving forward, one step at a time, everything becomes a little more familiar, a little more clear. I think what I would say to me 7 weeks ago is the unknown is not a scary place. It just is unfamiliar. And if you follow that deep feeling, that desire inside of you, there is no other choice but for the universe to support you, and everything will be okay. Check this out.
A little over a month ago, I sat here on this log, wondering what was to come. At the time, the unknown felt scary, but now, after walking through it, I can see that it's actually one of the most beautiful places that there is. So if you find yourself standing at the entrance into the unknown anytime soon, I hope you step through it, because you never know what might be waiting for you on the other side.